Back in 2006, Pluto lost its status as a planet. Millions worldwide protested, and today, powerful people want to call it a planet once again. So I have to ask, what is happening to Pluto? Pluto has had a hard life. Formed in the early solar system with the rest of the planets, it quietly orbited the sun for 4.5 billion years, with nobody paying it any attention. I know what it's like. I was a teacher for many years. But Pluto's fortunes changed when in 1930, a guy named Clyde Tombaugh discovered it, the only American to ever find a new planet. Here, Pluto had its 15 minutes of fame, celebrated worldwide as the 9th planet. It basked in the glory, was named by a child in a competition, and enjoyed a stint as everyone's favorite planet. Until Neil deGrasse Tyson had to open his big mouth and ask the question, what actually is a planet? These scientists and their questions, am I right? Oh, that's what makes great scientists. In 2006, the International Astronomical Union decided to come up with a new definition of a planet, and Pluto didn't fit. So it was reclassified as a dwarf planet. And here's why. While seemingly just like the other planets, Pluto is different in a couple of ways. First, like this vacuum, the gravity of the other planets cleared their orbits of ice and rock, making it nice and tidy. But like my daughter's bedroom, Pluto's orbit is a total mess, full of icy debris in an area of our solar system known as the Kuiper Belt. Second, Pluto's orbit isn't even close to circular like the others. It's quite elliptical. At times, it's even closer to the Sun than Neptune. And it doesn't orbit on the same plane as all the other planets. If they went around on the first floor of a solar system house party, Pluto would sometimes be found on the second floor or in the basement all by itself. So Pluto was an outsider. And in 2006, when the International Astronomical Union came up with a new definition, it was really quite simple. Objects need 3 things to be called a planet. First, planets need to orbit the sun. Check. Second, their gravity has to be strong enough that they form into a sphere. Check. And 3, the planet's gravity has to be strong enough to clear its orbit of ice and debris. Ooh, uh-oh. Well, 2 out of 3 isn't bad, right? But it wasn't good enough. Pluto was officially reclassified as a dwarf planet, along with Ceres, Eris, Haumea, and Makemake, other not well-known members of the solar system, each of which fit 2 of the 3 planet criteria. So without this new planet criteria, we would actually have 13 planets in our solar system. Is that better or worse than the current 8? So now I have to ask, do you think Pluto should be a planet? But before you answer that, there are a few other things you should know about Pluto. It certainly looks like a planet. It's big-ish, about half the size of the United States, but still quite a bit smaller than our own moon. It is round, made of ice. It even has ice mountains and 5 moons orbiting it. Plus, it has a really thin atmosphere. So I will say, please don't be sad about Pluto for the following reasons. A, Pluto is still there the same as it's always been. B, it wasn't demoted, it was just reclassified. C, Jared Isaacman, the current head of NASA, just said this.
Senator, I am very much in the camp of make Pluto a planet again.
So you're telling me there's a chance. And a D, according to science, is just as important as ever. I mean, back in 2006, which was a very big year for Pluto, we sent a spacecraft to go by it. And that was no easy feat because Pluto is really, really far away. So just how far away is Pluto? Well, 1, the New Horizons spacecraft traveling between 36 and 50,000 miles per hour took almost 10 years to reach Pluto. 2, Pluto is so far away in the sky that you can't see it like you can Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. You need a telescope to see it. 3, if you wanted to shoot a laser at Pluto, the beam of light would take 5.5 hours to get there, traveling at the speed of light. That same light would only take 7 minutes to get to Mars. 4, from Pluto, the sun is a tiny, really bright point of light. You could read a book there, but it would be really, really annoying trying to make out the words in that dim light. And 5, Pluto is so far away that since its discovery, it hasn't even made it once around the sun, while Earth has circled the sun almost 100 times since then. So is Pluto a planet? Well, my personal opinion is, who cares? It's just going about its business as usual, a big ball of ice way off in space. But remember this about Pluto. Whatever it's called, it doesn't change what it is at its core. An invaluable member of our solar system that will forever be important to many, regardless of its title. Just like all of you. So until next time, stay curious.